Georgia May thinks Christmas has come early. Mick Jagger's tartan-clad daughter films festive advert in July with Vinnie Jones. There are a long 155 days until Christmas, and the scorching hot weather is surely making it feel even further away. But it appears Georgia May Jagger likes to celebrate early, as she was spotted filming a festive advert for Kurt Geiger in a red tartan Vivienne Westwood blazer yesterday. The 34-year-old daughter of Mick Jagger and his former long-term partner, Jerry Hall, 70, teamed up with Vinnie Jones to film the campaign in East London with a special Paddington Bear collection.
Tired of messy watermelon prep? The crisp taste 2-in-1 watermelon cutter slices neat cubes quickly, then switches to a retractable fork for easy serving with less mess. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/3 before it's gone.
The model stepped out of a townhouse which was covered in tinsel, clutching the sparkling toy, wearing its recognizable red hat with a chunky gold Kurt Geiger necklace. Miss Jagger gave birth to her first child, a son named Dean Lee Jagger Sedlick, 2 years ago with her skateboarder boyfriend, Cambrian Sir Mick's sixth grandchild at 82. She has been modeling for almost 2 decades and returned to work less than a year after she gave birth. It comes after the former party girl opened up about her life, telling The Times, "I'm back in London with young children and spending a lot of time with Mum at her house in Henley. She loves taking the grandkids to see the chickens and the horses and to play in the garden. When we're all together, we talk a lot, probably because with so many people in our family, no one really does silence. We talk about everything, often it'll be about our kids." The property Miss Jagger is referring to is likely the Oxfordshire home Miss Hall bought during her marriage to Rupert Murdoch. But it was revealed earlier this year that Jagger has still not passed a £13 million Georgian mansion to ex-wife Miss Hall 26 years after they separated. The Rolling Stones star bought imposing Down House as the couple's London base in the early 1990s for around £5 million. But when the frontman and the Texan model went their separate ways in 1999, it was assumed she would get to keep the 18th-century home in Richmond, southwest London, where she is still thought to live. The house was put in their joint names in 2000 after they split up, and land registry documents show that the pair remain joint owners to this day, even though both have since been in other relationships. Miss Hall married media tycoon Rupert Murdoch in 2016 and then divorced him in 2022, while Mick was in a long-standing relationship with Elren Scott until her death by suicide in 2014, and then ballet dancer Melanie Hamrick, to whom he is now engaged. Miss Hall began dating Stones legend Jagger in 1977, and the pair have 4 children: Elizabeth, 42, James, 40, Georgia May, 34, and Gabriel, 28. In 1999, their partnership was annulled on the grounds that their 1991 Hindu marriage on the holiday Isle of Bali was not legally binding in English law. At the time of their separation, the supermodel was believed to be seeking a £30 million chunk of Jagger's £150 million fortune, with the claim understood to include Down House. It was reported in 2013 that Miss Hall was eager for Jagger to put the house, which dates from 1780 and overlooks Richmond Park, into her sole name so she could sell it or pass it on to their children at a later date. At the time, a source said of the ownership of the house, "It is a source of increasing concern to her, Jerry, as she gets older." When she broke up with Mick in 1999, it was assumed that he had given Down House to her as part of the settlement their lawyers thrashed out. But to this day, his name as well as hers still appears on the official documents as the registered owners. Others speculated that when Miss Hall married Rupert Murdoch, she would be asked to move out, a rumor that was further enforced when workmen appeared at the house to change the locks in 2016. But it transpired it was simply a security upgrade, and Jagger had told Miss Hall she could stay in the property until her death. And documents back that up, with both Jagger and Miss Hall still named as joint owners. No mortgage is mentioned either, hinting at the fact that it was bought outright. Jagger has a considerable property portfolio with another home in London, as well as in Florida, France, and the private celebrity Haven of Mustique. Meanwhile, Miss Hall is the sole owner of Homewood, a £10 million country house in Oxfordshire she bought while, with then-husband Rupert Murdoch.